Welcome back, loyal viewers, to our next great deal. This is a single family house, a three-bedroom currently in Walnut Hills. This is a heating up neighborhood. It is not in full flow yet, but there are signs of some intense rehab going on in the surrounding blocks. So I think right now it's still a rental that hasn't reached the tipping point yet, where I say, oh yeah, definitely go for the retail. Um, but I think the expenses to make this a good-looking rental are going to be very reasonable. There was a look at the front and a look around the block and a close-up on the roof. As you can see, the roof is still in very good shape and no immediate concerns there. The box gutters appear to be well maintained, and you can see the entry cable there is actually new, so no problems there. I was a little worried when I first pulled up and I saw that backhoe, but I'll get to that when we get on the inside. You can see the side stairs there and the little landing has been completely rebuilt. The back deck here is older but still sound. It needs a wash and a paint job. It's got this tiny little fenced-in backyard, and there's just a quick shot of the back of the building. So let's go inside and actually do some poking around. So this is me walking into the front door. You can see that everything here has been completely prepped and ready for paint, be it skim coating or actual drywall work, all done and ready to prime and paint. The house has also been completely rewired, so you'll see the the wiring work that has been done, just waiting for devices. So in here into the dining room, again, ready for paint and flooring or refinishing the floors, which is of course my preference. And down the hallway into the kitchen area, um, I that obviously it's blank slate, right? So I think ready to. It's a good size room, and cabinets, counter, flooring, appliances, all that stuff. Although they're wood floors, hardwood floors in kitchens are a hotness. This is a change that I would probably make regardless. There is this hallway here that just drives me crazy because I consider it a waste of space, and I would bend heaven and earth to find a way to stick a half bath in there because this is a one bath house. And I just came out and around, and I'm now back in the dining room and then headed upstairs to the second floor where the bath and the bedrooms are. Again, all the prep work has been done here. So pretty good stuff. You can see more signs of rewiring. Interestingly, a bunch of the windows up here have not been replaced. Downstairs, they largely are, and I'm never sure what that's about. But there's still some window replacement to do. So into the front bedroom, you can see, again, nothing extraordinary going on. It's a mess, and I hate the impression that that gives of the house, but it's actually, pretty close to being done. You need to relay those floorboards where the electricians took them up. I've been to that party, and I absolutely understand why that happened. And then there's a middle bedroom here that you're not actually seeing much because it's all just kind of, you know, smoothed and primed and ready to rock and roll. And then we'll go back down the hall. Here's a quick example. The windows, the old wood double hungs that are there just need to be replaced. They're shabby and mostly have the window glass broken out. And bedroom number three here, again, just rehab debris and wiring tailings and that kind of thing. Nice big closet in this one. But prime paint and flooring or refinishing floors. See, that's a new window. Go figure. I never understand that. And you also need to budget for a bunch of simple little things like light fixtures, light switches, and outlets that aren't put in yet. For rental, the bathroom is surprisingly good. That's ceramic tile on the floor and on the walls, including here in the shower surround. So this is all fairly well done, and basically I think this needs a good cleaning and a paint job, and this is pretty much ready to go in here. So let me come back out and we will go down and down. And we go down into the basement where I've got a couple further criticisms. So the previous person actually did like this basement refinishing job, and I understand what they were trying to do, and they even used green board, but the foundation hasn't been waterproof. That's just a mistake, and honestly, I'd just take all of that out because all that water resistant drywall is just soaking up moisture, and unless you actually do actual waterproofing, it's just going to be a pain. So there's an older gas forced air furnace, non-high efficiency, that I think needs a serious service or replacement. A water heater that you can see is connected to PEX. There's PEX throughout the house, which is a great thing. And I got a little confused here because I'm like, wait, so where's the actual like connection? There's no electric line, there's no gas line, and I finally realized that this is actually so new. I think it's brand new that it hasn't been connected yet. So that's a little, lanyap. And there's a little throwaway pseudo bathroom down here in the basement that I would just, kind of clean up. It's never a bad idea to have like the emergency potty and sink in the basement. So over here, you'll see there's no water meter, and that's because the service line was just replaced. That's what the backhoe was all about. They do this kind of cool, almost no dig boring system, and they brought in a new copper water line. So that's all done, and the meter is in now. Brand new electric panel. Let me try to get a little light on that so you can see. Pardon my fumbling around for a light source there. Plenty of switch space. And there we go. And let me zoom in there. So that's a 200 amp service with plenty of expansion room, which just does my heart lots of good. I'm very pleased to see that, and obviously a professional job. There's a washer and dryer hook up there. So let's sum up. We have in an up and coming neighborhood a currently 3 bedroom house. I would make it a bath and a half. That adding the half bath is really the most major thing here. The rest of it is just kind of normal, simple, run of the mill stuff. Our cash price is $25,900. We would consider financing this via land contract or something if you had $4,000 or $5,000 down in the minimum at probably $29,900 and full amortization over some years. So we would obviously prefer a cash sale, but if you have the wherewithal to actually put down a real down payment of 4 or 5 grand and have the 15,000 or so that it's going to take to get the house really ready to rock and roll, then feel free to contact me and I'll let you take a look at it. Um, my strategy on this place would probably be to kind of clean it up and maybe add the half bath and then sell it on land contract, which I think would probably be the best possible move there. Um, but if you wanted to keep it as a rental, and then if the neighborhood continues its trajectory, then come back in a few years and do like a second sort of facelift upgrade on it and then sell it retail. So I think that's a good an option as well. So if you have any questions or you want to take a look, by all means get a hold of me. My name is Drew, and you can reach me via text, please, at 513-207-9846. Thanks.